have no idea why. I don't know what happened, but we are back. So let me get things back to where we was. View stream. Alright, welcome everyone. Give me 1 minute here, because now I'm getting everything back. Okay.
Aircraft looks good.
Alright, you got that done. I've already got some of it done because I was live once and it disconnected for some reason. Why? I don't know, but I'm gonna double check. Let's go see here real quick. We should be live here. Okay, yep, we are. Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna give you guys. Okay. There we go. Now you can hear things. Okay. Close that. Did you get our IFR clearance?
Yes, John. We're cleared to Cincinnati. Radar vectors MCB, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect FL 350 10 minutes after departure. Departure on. Expect runway 29er.
So last night we came in, did the flight back here to Louisiana, and ended up having to do a go around. Well, it worked out good. It was successful. I was very impressed.
Flow completed. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Tested. Navigation, transfer, and display switches. Normal and auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments. Set. Parking brake. On. Fuel control switches. Cut off. Pre-flight checklist completed.
Alright, let's go ahead and go here. 19.4. Go, and then in one limit. That's done. Do our speeds. 138 for V1. 140 for VR. And 146 for V2. So let's get our trim. Okay, there that is. Set to 4. Alright, lag page, that's done. Close that door.
Initiating before start flow.
Go ahead and connect to ground and request pushback with startup.
Connecting to ground and requesting pushback now.
We're going to be doing pushback here in about 3 or 4 minutes.
All right, Captain John. We'll be ready for pushback in about 3 to 4 minutes. I'll make sure the cabin is prepared.
New Orleans ground, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, requesting pushback.
Gold Star International 9
All
Delta
right,
Whiskey,
Captain
pushback
John.
approved,
We'll be ready
tail
for
south.
pushback in about 3 to 4 minutes. I'll make sure the cabin is prepared.
Did you enjoy your dinner last night that we had after work?
Oh, hey, Captain John. Yeah, I really enjoyed the dinner last night. It was a nice way to unwind after a busy day. Thanks for asking.
You're such a good cuddle bunny too, you know.
Oh, Captain John, you're too kind. Let's focus on getting everything ready for our passengers, shall we? Looking forward to a smooth flight to Cincinnati.
I've got you a surprise in Cincinnati, but I'm not going to tell you. Just because you're my wife don't mean you get told all the secrets.
Oh, Captain John, you know how to keep things exciting. I can't wait to see what the surprise is in Cincinnati. I'll just have to be patient, won't I? Thanks for keeping
I love
me
the
on my
AI.
toes.
It's so much. It's just funny saying all that stuff to them because some of them will not. They'll just tell you to shut your mouth
Flow
pretty
completed.
much.
Before start checklist.
All right,
Flight
full
deck
start
door.
checklist.
Closed and locked. Fuel 19er 3034 pounds. Checked. Passenger signs. On. MCP. Speed 147.
Ah.
Heading 286. Altitude 35000. Sit. Takeoff speeds. B1 150. BR 150. B2 156. Checked. CU pre-flight. Completed. Rudder and aileron trim. Free and zero. Anti-collision lights. On. Before start checklist completed.
All right, we are ready for pushback, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll do right soft 5, left soft 5.
Go ahead. Beacons on. Brakes release. Clear to push straight back. Copy that. Clear to push straight back. Release the parking brakes, please.
Yeah, I'd really prefer to go. I think we're going to change our cruise altitude. Yeah, maybe not. Because now we got to, yeah.
Brakes released.
Start engines.
Starting engines. Starting engine 2.
We're doing pushback now. You can start your safety announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our flight from New Orleans to Cincinnati. On behalf of our airline, we're delighted to have you with us today. I'm Lisa, your lead flight attendant, and joining me are my wonderful colleagues, Mike, Sarah, Jessica, and Tom. Our captain today is John, and assisting him in the cockpit is First Officer J.D. Our expected flight time is approximately 1 hour and 51 minutes. Before we take off, I'd like to take a moment to go over some important safety information. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your
Engine
back.
2 started.
To release, lift the
Pushback
top
complete.
of the buckle.
You guys can set the
In
brakes.
the
Engine 2
unlikely
cut out.
event of a loss of cabin
Okay,
pressure,
the brake is set.
oxygen
Thanks for the
masks will
smooth
drop from the
process.
panel above you. Pull the mask towards you. To start the flow of oxygen,
Yeah,
place
of
it
course,
over
you
your
guys got
nose
it.
and
We're
mouth and
disconnecting
secure it
the
with the
crowbar now.
elastic
Stand by.
band. Remember to
Right,
put
the
on your
tow bar.
mask
Starting engine
before
1.
assisting
Disconnecting
others.
interphone now.
Your life vest is
Pin will
located
be on the
under
right
your
side.
seat.
We'll see you
In
guys.
case
Take
of a
care.
water evacuation, remove the vest from its container and pull it over your head. Fasten the straps around your waist and pull to tighten. Inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tabs or blowing into the tube at shoulder level. This Boeing 737-900 is equipped with 8 emergency exits. 2 at the front, 4 over the wings, and 2 at the back. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, keeping in mind it may be behind you. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a pleasant flight with us.
By the way, when we serve
Ladies and gentlemen,
our meal,
welcome aboard our flight from New Orleans to Cincinnati. On behalf of our airline, we're delighted to have you with us today. I'm Lisa, your lead
Engine
flight
1
attendant,
started.
and joining me are my
I don't
wonderful
understand why
colleagues,
she's doing
Engine 1 cut out.
that
Sarah
double.
and Tom. Our captain today is John, and assisting him in the cockpit is First Officer J.D. Our expected flight...
We'll shut her up. When
All
we get
engines
to
stable.
cruise altitude, our meal is going to be bacon cheeseburgers and seasoned fries.
Sounds delicious,
Before
Captain
taxi
John.
flow.
I'll make sure the crew is ready to serve the bacon cheeseburgers and seasoned fries once we reach cruising altitude. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like us to prepare for.
Oh, and the dessert's going to be a strawberry cheesecake. That sounds really good, actually.
That sounds delightful, Captain John. I'll make sure everything is ready for the meal service once we reach cruising altitude. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Clear on the right. Clear on the left. Flow completed. Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Progi. Auto. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches.
Wind's not bad
Continuous.
today. It's 7 knots.
Recall.
That's not bad
Check.
at all.
Auto brakes. Rejected takeoff. Flight control test.
Alright. Flight controls. Yoke to the left.
Full left.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Yoke to the right.
Full right.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Straight back.
Full back.
Back to center. And forward.
Full forward.
Back to
Checked. Brake test. Checked. Before taxi checklist completed.
Okay. Can you go ahead and request taxi, please?
I'll request taxi clearance for us.
I'll be with the chat.
New Orleans ground, Gold
in a
Star
minute,
Niner
you
Delta
guys.
Whiskey,
Bear with
ready
me.
to taxi. We have Bravo.
soon as I get taken off, then I'll
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey, taxi to runway 29er
start looking
via
at our
Echo
chat.
Sierra.
Runway 29er via Echo Sierra, Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
All right.
Approaching
Prepare for
runway
takeoff.
29.
Before takeoff, flow.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey, contact tower on 119.5, safe flight.
Perfect.
Flow completed. Before takeoff checklist. Flaps. Sit. Stabilization trim. Sit. Transponder. Sit. Cabin crew. Cabin crew prepare for takeoff. Notified. Before takeoff checklist
We're ready
complete.
for takeoff.
All right, John, let's contact tower for takeoff clearance. New Orleans Tower, Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, holding short of runway 29er, ready to depart.
Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, New Orleans Tower, runway 29er, winds 360 at 5. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 29er, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
All right. All right, here we go, folks. Here we
Thrust
go.
set. Checked. Speed alive. Checked. 80 knots. Checked.
Rotate. P2.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Positive rate.
.400 feet.
Lateral navigation.
LNAV on.
Vertical navigation.
VNAV on.
Autopilot.
Command A on. Gear up. Gear down. Gear up.
Gear up.
Flaps up.
Gold Star
Acceleration
International 9er Delta Whiskey, contact departure on 123.85.
Flaps up.
And there we go. We are up ground. That was a nice smooth takeoff right there. Damn, I'm good.
Great job, Captain John. That was indeed a smooth takeoff. Looking forward to a pleasant flight to Cincinnati.
Center pumps coming off. After takeoff checklist. Engine start switches.
Off.
Packs.
On.
Auto brakes.
Off.
Landing gear.
Up and off.
Flaps.
Up.
After takeoff checklist completed.
So I believe
Passing 10,000 feet.
Dear guests, we have now reached a safe altitude and you are free to use your electronic devices. Our onboard Wi-Fi service is also available for your convenience. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today. Captain John, we have a situation in the cabin. A passenger is experiencing severe motion sickness. It seems they started feeling unwell shortly after takeoff, possibly due to the turbulence we encountered. We're attending to them right now, providing them with a motion sickness bag and some water. I'll keep you updated on their condition.
yeah, we really didn't have a lot of turbulence on takeoff. Do they have any kind of medicine that they brought with them? Tell them to take something for their stomach or give them something to eat.
Captain John, the passenger didn't mention bringing any medication with them. We've provided them with some water and a motion sickness bag. I'll check if we have any ginger ale or crackers available, which might help settle their stomach. I'll keep you updated on their condition.
Tell Brandon, meet me on the server. We're gonna go in a room and have a chat. While I'm live, but we're gonna talk about something.
Sending to Brandon.
Send.
1:51 p.m. Messages, 1:51 p.m. Try again. Face ID denied. Messages, collapse stack, 32 minutes ago. Say intentions, flight line, 1:52 p.m.
We're gonna bring Brandon on. What? You got comms.
Transition altitude.
Checked.
I can't handle comms right now, John. You're still in charge.
Comms to you.
Contacting departure on 123.85 for climb out.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey, radar contact. 7 miles north of Unicorn Airport at flight level 180, heading 355. Folsom altimeter 30.09er,
Yeah.
cleared direct MC comp. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
New Orleans Tower, Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, New Orleans departure, passing 18,000 for flight level 350 on heading 355.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey, contact Houston Center on 126.8.
Good afternoon. What tours have we got coming up?
At our 10 o'clock, about 12 miles out, you might catch a glimpse of the Jewel M. Sumner High School and its football stadium. It's a small but notable landmark in Kentwood, Louisiana. Fun fact, Kentwood is also the hometown of pop icon Britney Spears. The school and its surroundings are nestled in a typical southern landscape, offering a patchwork of fields and small forests that are quite
Well, I didn't
picturesque
know
from
that.
above.
Oh, I'm just here to point out the sights from up here, not to plan tours. But if you spot something interesting, I'll be sure to tell you all about it.
Did you just say Britney Spears was from what area?
Oh, I didn't mention Britney Spears, but she's from Kentwood, Louisiana, which is not too far from where we are now. Imagine growing up there and then becoming a global pop sensation. It's like Toby trying to become a professional juggler after that incident with the flaming torches and the cat. Quite a leap, really.
Oh, guys, I wrote a new song, by the way. It's published on TikTok. I am going to play it, though, and let you guys hear it. Let me get to it here real quick. This song is called Bother Me. Wait a minute, wrong. Hold on. Yeah, it was this one here.
Everything that we do happens for a reason. And baby, while I can't give you a fancy car, no $1 million house on the hill, baby, my love for you is true. Since the day that we
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey, contact Houston Center on 126.8.
I just wrote this, well, I finished it this morning. Milton, how are you, buddy? No, I'm not sleeping. It's just, when doing this flying, man, I got to keep my eyes on the cockpit. And I usually don't really start looking at the chat until after I get up in the air. Brandon, welcome, my friend. Cerberus, welcome, my friend. Welcome to the lounge. BST. But yeah, I just finished this song this morning. David, welcome to the lounge, my friend. Guys, I believe we're at 1,319 or 29, one or the other on followers. Slowly getting to that 2,000 mark. Chuck Davis, welcome to the lounge, my friend. Alright, I'm going to go back over here to the cockpit. Check on everything. Alright, we got 10,000 feet to go until cruise. 54 minutes till descent. Now,
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey. Contact Houston Center on 126.8.
At our 9 o'clock, about 11 miles out, you'll see the Brookhaven Lincoln County Airport. It's a place where planes like to hang out when they're not busy flying about. It's a bit like a bird's nest, but for planes. Toby once tried to land a hot air balloon there, claiming he was reenacting the Wright brothers' first flight. He ended up in a tree, which was quite a sight. The locals still talk about the Great Balloon Incident of Brookhaven.
I just increased our climb rate. Now we're climbing at 34-32 a minute, 3,400. We're really climbing now. 3,911 feet a minute. We're at 28,000. $29,000. I mean, we are climbing, and we are climbing fast. 31,000.
Airspeed alive. Pause break.
That's a bug when you hit that. I don't know why it says sound off. It goes to an outside sound. It's really weird. Let me show you. Watch. So I do Control Y.
Airspeed alive.
And then when I bring it back on, it's positive rate. I don't know why it does that, you guys. I really don't.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey. Contact Memphis Center on 132.5.
Airspeed alive. Pause break.
I'm gonna see something here.
Gear down. Gear up.
Level. About did a boo boo there. Huh. I don't think that works. Get speed brake. I don't think. I'm trying to find. There is a setting. See, I don't do it in speed brake.
At our 1 o'clock, about 13 miles out, you'll spot Sky Zone. It's an amusement park, which is basically a place where people pay to be terrified and
Alright, let me
nauseated.
look at...
It's like a medieval torture chamber, but with more candy floss. Toby once got stuck in one of those trampoline pits there, claiming he was attempting a world record for the longest bounce. He ended up needing a rescue team and a large spatula to get him out.
So 925 is the altitude for the runway, so we're going to set our altitude to
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey. Contact Memphis Center on 132.5.
Alright, so set the altitude to 2,000. Why is she not doing her job? Gold Star International with you at flight level 350.
Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, Memphis Center. Good afternoon.
Why are you not doing your job?
I can't handle the comms right now, John. You're still in charge.
No, I gave them to you earlier. Comms to you. Pay attention.
Got it, John. I'll handle the comms from here.
Next time, pay attention instead of worrying about your nails.
Got it, John. I'll stay focused on the comms.
I'm just joking with you.
Haha. Got it, John. Let's keep things smooth up here.
Hey, you can go ahead and do the food services. That way people can eat before we start our descent.
Oh, I don't handle the food services. I'm just
Oh,
here
that's
to point
right.
out the sights and tell you tales of
Forgot
Toby's
we got-
misadventures. But I'm sure someone will be along shortly with a trolley full of tiny pretzels and questionable chicken dishes.
No, I got you a special dinner coming. They're giving you a dinner that's on me. Steak fries, a salad, strawberry cheesecake for dessert, and whatever you want to drink. Alright, let's see here, guys.
Thank you. That's quite a feast. I'll be sure to savor every bite while pondering the mysteries of aviation and Toby's latest escapades. Cheers.
I think I'll catch up with you after work. How's that sound? 48 minutes.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Like a nice cup of tea after a long day of pondering the mysteries of the universe. I'll be here, ready to chat about Toby's latest escapades or the wonders of flight.
I mean, I figure if you're single, why not have a friendly date, right? Why not? Oh, wait, I'm married to the other lady.
Oh, absolutely. A friendly date is like a rehearsal dinner for a wedding that might never happen. It's all about the practice, isn't it? Just like Toby practicing his karaoke skills in the shower, much to the dismay of his neighbors.
That's too funny. Alright, we're setting up for approach here.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Toby's antics always bring a chuckle. Like that time he tried to
108.70.
parachute off a barn, thinking he was pioneering a new extreme sport. It ended with him tangled in a hay bale,
108.70,
claiming he'd invented
276.
hay diving.
2. Alright, let's do our Alright, forecast. Load. Well, at 6,000 feet, the wind's going to be around 28 knots. That's okay. We can handle that. don't know what that would be for. I'm gonna find out though. Okay. So we got it. Do our descent flow now. Okay, Cerberus, we're flying the 739. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I don't see the chat when I've got the cockpit in front of me, but I do go back and forth on chat, so I do apologize I didn't answer right away. I'm sorry. Push to shove joined us. Do you fly Cerberus? Well, I mean, like in a simulator or...
Flow completed. Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Set.
Recall.
Checked.
Auto brakes.
Set.
Landing data. 141.
Alright, we're
Minimum
getting set up for
200.
our descent here.
Approach briefing. We're expecting the ILS approach for runway 27. The minimum altitude is 200 feet. We'll use auto brakes for.
Hold on,
We can
guys.
expect to park at gate 66.
At our 9
In case
o'clock,
of go
about
around,
2
we'll
miles
climb
out,
per
you'll see
ATC
the Winona
instructions on the
Montgomery
runway
County
heading.
Airport.
Any questions?
It's a place where planes gather, like a sort of
Completed.
metallic flock of birds,
Descent
but
checklist
without the
completed.
chirping. Toby once tried to start a new trend there called airport yoga, where he attempted to do a downward dog on the wing of a stationary plane. It ended with him being chased by security and claiming he was just trying to align his chakras with the flight paths.
Sorry about that, guys. I had a call come in. So we got 40 minutes. Looks like till descent. Pat, welcome. Mary. I'm doing like 10 things at once here. I got the flight I'm doing. I had a phone call coming in. I'm working on got my court papers that I had to take care of because well, yeah. So I'll tell you what, I've never actually took anyone to court before. But not for something like what I'm dealing with now. It's absolutely crazy. You never see yourself taking an ex to court, you know? You don't never see that. But I am. That's what happens, you know, when someone takes advantage of you, you stand up for yourself and you do what you got to do to protect yourself. Hold on, guys. People are just not stopping. Alright, my friends, sorry about that. So we've got a some interesting flights today. Once we get landed, we'll look at the schedule. But I believe it's got us going
At our 11 o'clock, about
from
19 miles out, you'll see
Cincinnati,
University
when we get landed
Oxford
here.
Airport. Now, airports
We'll take
are
off from
fascinating
Cincinnati,
places,
we're
aren't
flying
they?
over
They're like
to
giant birdhouses
San Antonio,
for planes. This one, in
and then,
particular,
I don't know if
is
it's
where
got
my
us-
friend Toby
got-
once
if it
tried
has
to
us
start a
coming
new
back,
trend called runway yoga. He thought
to
it would be a good
Cincinnati,
idea to
or
do the downward
where it's
dog on an
taking us.
actual
I'm
runway.
not fully sure.
Unfortunately, it ended with him being chased by airport security, claiming he was just trying to align his chakras with the flight paths. quite a sight, really.
2:25 p.m. For notifications, WhatsApp, live stat, now, WhatsApp, notification.
All right. We got about 32 minutes until descent. Let's go here and see something. Okay.
Switching to Memphis Center on 134.4. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
Richard Waters, welcome to the lounge, my friend.
Memphis Center. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey. Afternoon. Maintaining flight level 350.
Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, Memphis Center, good afternoon.
At our 3 o'clock, about 27 miles out, you'll spot the Corinth Alcorn County Airport. Now, airports are fascinating places, aren't they? They're like giant birdhouses for planes, except the planes don't lay eggs. This particular airport is where my friend Toby once tried to start a new trend called runway yoga. He thought it would be a good idea to do the downward dog on an actual runway. Unfortunately, it ended with him being chased by airport security, claiming he was just trying to align his chakras with the flight paths. Quite a sight, really.
Sorry guys, I'm just I'm flying, typing, talking.
At our 11 o'clock, about 9 miles out, you'll see the Jackson Regional Airport. Now, airports are like the lungs of a city, aren't they? They breathe in planes and exhale passengers. Fascinating. This particular airport is where my friend Toby once attempted to launch his own airline. He called it Toby Air, and his plan was to use hot air balloons instead of planes. It didn't go well. On his first flight, he ended up in a tree, claiming he was just trying to give passengers a more down-to-earth experience. Quite the visionary, our Toby.
Gold Star 9 Delta Whiskey, Memphis Center. Expect the Sargo 4 arrival. Descent in about 20 minutes. Notify if you're ready to descend before that.
Expecting the Sargo 4 arrival. We'll notify if ready to descend earlier. Gold Star 9 Delta Whiskey.
3 o'clock, about 6 miles out, you'll spot the Carroll County Airport. Now, airports are like the lungs of a city, aren't they? They breathe in planes and exhale passengers. Fascinating. This particular airport is where my friend Toby once attempted to launch his own airline. He called it Toby Air, and his plan was to use hot air balloons instead of planes. It didn't go well. On his first flight, he ended up in a tree, claiming he was just trying to give passengers a more down-to-earth experience. Quite the visionary, our Toby.
Alright, let's take a look, guys. 17 minutes. Butch, welcome to the lounge. Let's see. Oh, I wrote my mother too. I wrote her a she likes Christian music, so I wrote her this.
Everything that you do, and for all that you are, glory to my Father, my shining star. You bring me peace in my soul. You remind me every day, for every sin that we cast, Jesus will wash it away. Trust in Him. Let Jesus guide you the way. Just trust in Him as we wait for that glorious day. On those days that are slow, Jesus is by my side. One day we will sit at His table, taking in the greatest feast. My God, my Father, always bringing me peace. Trust in Him. Let Jesus guide you the way. Just trust in Him as we wait for that glorious day. On those days that are slow, Jesus is by my side. One day we'll sit at His table, taking in the greatest feast. My God, my Father, always bringing me peace. Trust in Him. Let Jesus guide you the way. Just trust in Him as we wait for that glorious day. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, I worship you in the name of
So that was that. Now it's time. We need a new song for the lounge, I do believe. Not done one for a minute. Oh, there's Brandon. Let me,
At our 12 o'clock, about 14 miles out, you'll see the
What's up,
Kentucky
buddy?
Dam State Park Airport.
Not bad.
Now, airports are like the lungs of a city, aren't they?
we
They breathe
are,
in planes and exhale passengers.
hold on, let me close this
Fascinating.
page.
This particular airport is where my friend Toby once attempted
You're
to launch
live,
his
so
own
if you want
airline.
to say hi to
He called
everybody,
it
go
Toby
right
Air,
ahead.
and his plan was to
Hello,
use
everybody,
hot air
and
balloons
good
instead of
afternoon.
planes. It didn't
After
go
that
well. On his first
weird
flight,
weather
he
event we
ended
had
up in a
Tuesday.
tree, claiming he was just trying to give passengers a more
Yeah, you had
down-to-earth
quite the weather, didn't you?
experience. Quite the
Yeah, we
visionary,
did.
our Toby.
Alright, we got 12 minutes till descent, folks. Got the altitude set for 2,000 feet. Last night was an amazing landing. I don't know if Brandon got to catch it or not, but it was...
I didn't know.
Oh, no, it was late. You're right. So what happened was... we got up here, well, not here, because now I'm nowhere near there. But we got up in Louisiana, got to our descent, started doing our descent. And
Computer. Volume down.
as I was going direct to my last waypoint for the ILS, he decides halfway through that to give me a heading change.
Oh boy.
So I took it, and when I did that, it put me off.
course.
So, due to the experience of knowing that if I don't do something about it now, it's just going to get me further and further away.
Yeah.
So I instantly went, grabbed my waypoint to do
Went direct?
a go around. No, I had to do a go around first because I was already on my waypoint heading, trying to get to my LS. So anyway, I had to do a go around. Did that, came up, did my hold, set up my runway again with the transition and ILS. And then came back in and landed. It was good. It was good.
Nice.
I mean, the only thing I can tell people is when you're flying, if you get if they give you a heading and it throws you off, don't try to fix it yourself. That's what I've learned. Don't try to fix it yourself, and don't try to get say intentions to fix it for you.
I don't know why it keeps throwing you off like that with those headings.
Well, I mean, it's done pretty good actually, other than the one time last night. But it's just part of it. It's just the way it is. But don't try to fix it yourself, and don't try to say intentions. Oh, well, give me a heading and line me up, because it's just gonna. It just makes it longer and longer, and then you end up getting further away. And
Right.
the thing I've noticed is, and this might be a bug, it might, I mean, I don't know, so I'm not saying nothing bad here, but if you get to where you start going away from the airport, after you get so far away, my CDU just stopped working. I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't even set up a...
Oh boy.
Now, that wasn't last night. It was on another flight that happened. I believe the night before that is when that happened. So don't try to fix things yourself, or be like, well, I'll just get the heading from them and it'll put me back on approach. Because the thing is, it don't matter, even if they give you the right heading, it's not going to put you back on approach, or it's not going to get your approach back if the CDU doesn't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So just, if you miss your approach, do a go around. As simple as that. Just do a go around. Always have your altitude set to where if you miss a go around, you're not going to go too low and crash.
Right.
and then that doesn't rush you to have to hurry up and do the double toga thing, Control Shift G twice. I didn't even have to do that. I just did it myself. I set my altitude to 3,000, brought my flaps back down to 10, and then once I got lined back up and all that, then I put my flaps back out. But I mean, I didn't even put my landing gear back up. I didn't need to. I was already down low enough and just leave it down. So that's my advice to you on that.
I'll definitely take note of that.
I mean, not to you. I mean to everybody. Listen.
To anybody.
Yeah. So I mean, there are going to be times when you fly and things are going to mess up. That's just the way it is. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the best pilot. Hold on. If you're the best pilot, the best simmer, things happen.
Yep.
So what about flying?
So Starship's going to try it again today. They're going to try for the launch like they tried on Monday.
Well, Monday just wasn't going to happen. Remember I told you, and it was before they even called it, I said, it might not even happen. I said, it's with the wind.
They called it right at 40 seconds, too.
Yeah. They
should. Actually wasn't because of wind.
It was, what was it? I thought because of weather.
Something to... No, it wasn't that. It was that's what I thought too, but no,
just a mile away, you'll spot the Sturgis Municipal Airport. Now, airports are like the lungs of a city, aren't they?
Oh, okay.
They breathe in planes and exhale passengers. Fascinating. This particular airport is where my friend Toby once attempted to launch his own airline. He called it Toby Air, and his plan was to use hot air balloons instead of planes. It didn't go well. On his first flight, he ended up in a tree, claiming he was just trying to give passengers a more down-to-earth experience. Quite the visionary, our Toby.
And I don't know who this Toby is she keeps talking about, but she's always making these different things about this Toby person.
Oh, wow.
I know it's apparently Toby, I guess it's a real person. He wanted to have an airline, but he wanted to do it with air balloons, not airplanes.
Oh,
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey. Contact Indianapolis Center on 128.3.
Time trying, he kind of put his air balloon in a tree.
Switching to Indianapolis Center on 128.3, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
Check notifications.
Alright, so
that's about an hour late.
I'll tell you,
okay.
Indianapolis Center, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, afternoon, maintaining flight level 350.
About a team.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Indianapolis Center. Good afternoon.
I've learned that, hold on, let me see what's going on here. Yeah, I've learned some new stuff in the settings menus in the 737s. Like
nice.
you can change the minimum altitude length, or not altitude, but runway length. But thing is, when you change that, it's not that you're just claiming that, oh well, that's too short. When you change that, it affects other things too. It affects it affects how the plane does on takeoffs. If it's you know, if you set it longer.
Computer. Ask Night Manager for Dark Forest.
If you set it longer, then that's why it's gonna do. It's not.
Gold Star.
It's gonna set it different than if you set it for a shorter runway. So there's just all kinds of settings. Dude, you got so much to learn. I'm not even gonna get into that stuff because that's super advanced settings that don't make a difference to you right now.
Right now for me.
You'll never use them anyways. You'll never use those settings.
Exactly.
So. 3 minutes, you guys. 26 miles at 3 minutes. But after I land in Cincinnati, the next flight is to oh my gosh, I just said the name earlier. Let me think. Oh, San Antonio.
San Antonio?
Yep.
Oh, I'll definitely be tuning in for that flight, especially because you got a cool tour guide talking about different things.
That's the next flight after we land and all that and get set up for the next one. That's where we're taking off and going to.
Nice.
Did you just get home or something, or you been home?
Approaching top of descent.
No, I've been here.
Oh. I didn't know. I thought maybe you were out and about.
No, it called my phone, didn't alert me again to the freaking message. I had to go check it. I don't know what's going on with iOS 18, but it's really getting on my nerves.
You're not getting your text message. That's not even, like...
No, I'm getting them.
That should be instant, like...
No, I'm getting them, but my phone's not alerting me to that fact.
You don't hear it when it comes through?
No.
So when if someone texts you, your phone don't go off.
Not unless it's locked. Like if I have it unlocked or something, it's not going to tell me I got a text message unless I go check the stupid notification.
I think that's a setting, bud. You can set that stuff. There's settings for when
I
it's...
don't know what setting. I don't know what the hell setting it would be because
Well,
I've got every setting.
there's
right.
settings for when it's locked and there's settings for when it's unlocked. I'd go look at your settings if it's...
Oh, it's called Tim Cook doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
At our
That's
10
what
o'clock,
it is.
about 3
No,
miles
dude, it ain't
out,
got nothing to do
you'll
with
spot
Tim
Evansville
Cook.
Regional Airport.
It
Now,
does.
airports
No,
are
it
like
doesn't,
giant
dude. You
birdhouses
go
for
overboard
planes,
about
aren't
that,
they?
I think.
They just sit there
Tim
waiting
Cook
for
has
planes
nothing
to
to
come
do with
home,
your phone
like
not
a
going
mom
off on
waiting for her
time.
kids to return from school.
You think
This
he's the one
particular
sitting back
airport
doing
is
all the
where my
programming
friend Toby
ideas?
once
No,
tried to start a
absolutely
new
not,
trend
dude.
called
I
runway
think it has
yoga.
a major
He thought it
part
would be
in
a
what
good
decisions
idea
go
to do
into
the
Apple.
downward dog on an
Stuff.
actual runway.
Tim
Unfortunately,
sits
it
back
ended with him being
and
chased
he's
by
the owner,
airport
dude,
security,
but he's got people
claiming he was just
that
trying to
tell
align his
him
chakras with the flight paths.
what...
Quite a sight, really.
Oh, and you left. He's got people telling him what they should do, though. It's just like, with...
Yeah, I know.
So I don't think he decides it at all. I think he's got he's got several people, but it's whoever else he's got below him that's coming up with the programming and the ideas.
He's got a hand in what decisions go into everything.
He
at
does,
Apple, though.
dude, but not something that specific. He does not. No. That's what they hire people to do. Exactly that. To program and come up with what works best. You know what I mean? So
I honestly
Gold
think
Star,
some of
9er
his
Delta Whiskey,
decisions are quite
Indianapolis
stupid.
Center, speed 210 knots.
let me bring Andy down here with us. What's up, Andy? Are you there?
Hey. I is here.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So just so you know, in case you don't follow TFM's YouTube channel, live Q&A session is Sunday at 5 Eastern.
Oh, good.
Sunday? Okay.
Yep. And basically, if we can't get through it in an hour, we don't get through it all in an hour. Because we have a 1 hour time limit and it's hard coded.
Okay. And we're live too, just so you know. You probably already knew that.
Because
Okay. Well, I just want to... I always let people know, that way they know. They can't say, why didn't you tell me you was live? Like...
Yeah, no, because I went and, I thought you guys were going to be in that other room, and I didn't see anybody, so I got out, went to your live stream. Just as I got on the live stream on YouTube, I heard you say, well, he just left.
Yeah. I was getting ready to grab you and just... Bloop.
So, yeah,
Done.
so I just dumped YouTube and, came back over here.
Gotcha.
Thinking, well, okay, if I get in there and he sees me, then, you know, if he's in a different channel somewhere, he'll say something or do something.
Gold Star, Niner Delta Whiskey, Indianapolis Center. Descend via Sargo 4 into Cincinnati.
What do you mean, say something or do
Descend
something?
via Sargo 4
No,
into
something about
Cincinnati.
move you?
Gold Star
Well, no,
Niner
so,
Delta
yeah,
Whiskey.
So like I was in that route channel and stuff, so I figured if I jumped back in here, he was gonna say something to me or move me or something.
Oh, I could have done that too. If I would have looked, I could have moved you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
But that's my fault. I didn't look.
That's okay.
Comms
We
to
got
you.
it.
I am unable to steer the aircraft, John. My focus is on handling the comms.
That is not what he said.
Comms to you.
This is getting bad as Siri.
Wow.
Got it, John. I'll handle the comms from here.
The aircraft?
I don't think
Hey.
I would make it on the same level as Siri. Definitely not.
Oh, it's definitely not that bad. I will say that. That is pretty funny though. How it was like, I'll steer the air. I can't steer the aircraft.
Yeah, I can't steer the aircraft, John. I'm like,
I hope
you
not.
never you never even asked him for that. Jeez. Okay.
Oh my gosh. That was funny.
Speed brake armed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got landed in Louisiana last night. That was my last flight. But did my go around. I had to do a go around, did that, got landed. I'm like, okay, it was a good landing, good flight. I'm done.
Yeah, I bet.
Cincinnati is a tricky place to land. We'll see how it goes today. It's where we're getting ready to land at today.
Oh
Yay.
boy.
At our 10 o'clock, about 15 miles away, you'll see the French Lick Municipal Airport. Now, airports are fascinating, aren't they?
The
They're like
French
parking
Lick
lots for planes, but
Municipal
with more rules
Airport.
and fewer shopping trolleys.
Okay.
This one, in particular,
Okay.
is where my friend Toby once
the
tried to
United
start his
States,
own airline. He called it Toby Air, and his plan was to use hot air balloons instead of planes. It didn't go well. On his first flight, he ended up in a tree, claiming he was just trying to give passengers a more down-to-earth experience.
All right.
Quite the visionary, our Toby.
I don't know who this Toby is she keeps referring to, but I think it might be the other. I think we have another tour guide that's named Toby too. I don't know if she's referring to him or someone in real life. I don't know. I've not figured that part out yet.
That's just interesting though. Like I said, I like the fact that you learn a lot of new information with these flights with this tour guide and what's around you.
Yeah, and you don't even got to go over top of it. As long as you go near it, she'll give you the, you know, at least basis of what that place is.
And yeah,
Yesterday was good. She was talking about the Ohio River, talking about the other, I forget the name of the other river. I can't remember the name of it now. But anyway, she was talking about the different rivers, talking about Niagara Falls, all kinds of stuff.
Cool.
that is so awesome.
That'd get annoying after a minute, though.
No, it doesn't, dude.
Well,
it's good.
the repeats do. When she repeats stuff, that does get annoying.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, no, that would.
Well, and if I'm on a 5-hour flight after a plane, it's like information overload for me, and it's like, okay, just shut up and leave me alone.
well, you know what I do when I don't want to hear no more on a
Gold Star,
longer flight?
International Niner Delta Whiskey, speed 210 knots.
Just go turn the intercom off. Because you can turn your intercom off and then you won't hear.
Yeah, you won't hear.
Now you'll still hear your ATC, but you won't hear the.
But then the co-pilot will be getting muted.
I don't know if it mutes.
Because co-pilot's also on intercom.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Well, usually if I'm on a long flight, I'll usually take the comm back if I'm on a long flight because it gives me something to do. So there's that too.
Usually what I do, if I'm on a long flight like 6 or 7 hours, unless it's some special event or whatever that we're doing live, I just start it off once I get to like 25 or 30,000 feet and it all looks good. Then I just put my headphones down and go do something else. And then make sure that I'm back about the time that I'm supposed to descend.
Yeah.
And I know technically you're not supposed to do that and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah, I just the one day I just went in and actually set my channel 1 to nothing. Like I shut them all up on channel 1. I just didn't want to hear it, so I just went set channel 1 to just nothing. Like I don't want to hear you. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my
well, you
God.
could do that too.
Transition
So if you have
Checked.
you're done with your tour guide, and let's say they're on channel 2.
Yeah.
Then you could just switch your tour guide back over to your flight attendant.
Yep. Now, the one thing that's happened to me it's happened twice now, is I'll go and do my pushback, she'll give the safety announcement, but then as soon as she's done, she reads it again. I'm like, what are you doing? You just did that. Why are you doing it twice? So I literally got aggravated with her earlier today when she did it, and I just turned if you turn the communicator off and then turn it back on, it's like it resets the
if you press the intercom button and then press it again, it resets it.
Yeah.
Basically it reloads the AI model.
Yeah, so that's what I do when it starts acting
At our 2
stupid.
o'clock, about 12 miles away,
Yeah.
you can see the remnants of the
I
Rose
don't blame
Island
you.
Amusement Park.
You
Now,
know what
this
they
place
are
is
to
a bit like
do
a ghost town, but for roller coasters
is with
and
tour
candy
guides,
floss,
they are to let you
it
set
was
the
once
range.
a bustling amusement
Like,
park back in the 1920s, where people
you know,
would
do you
come
want
to scream on
her
rides
to tell
and
you
eat
stuff
questionable hot
up
dogs.
to, say, 10 miles
But then,
in radius?
the Great Flood of
Anything
1937
further out,
came along and turned it into an
not to
underwater
tell you.
attraction,
You know what I'm saying?
which
Like,
wasn't quite as fun.
Kind of hardening.
My friend Toby once tried to recreate the park's glory days by setting up a
And, you know,
makeshift Ferris wheel
by the
using a
time
bicycle
you
and
say
some
hit
rope.
that 10-mile
It
marker,
ended
you're
with him
already
dangling
80 miles
upside down,
past it.
claiming he was
well,
just
but I
testing
mean
the
in
safety
general,
features.
like just now
Quite
she
the
said,
innovator, our Toby.
she said 12 miles to our, whatever it was, northwest or whatever. Well, instead of looking at something 12 miles out, like if she sees something that's 10 miles or less, then give it to me. Because she knows it's already there before you even get to it. So,
Yeah.
but I can see why they don't do that. Because they probably look at that too, that maybe it'd be hard to, you know,
It'd be hard
because you're
to,
going
like,
so
get
fast. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it'd be hard to get your GPS coordinate, shuttle it off to another API.
Gold Star
get the
International
distance
9er Delta
between
Whiskey.
you and the
Contact
location,
Cincinnati approach
shuttle
on
it off to the
119.7.
model, and then spit it back to you.
Yeah.
'Cause by that time,
Switching to
by
Cincinnati
that
approach
time,
on
you're only
119.7.
50 miles
Gold
past
Star
it,
9er Delta
Yeah,
Whiskey.
exactly. Yeah.
and it wouldn't matter anymore.
All right.
Cincinnati approach, Gold Star 9er
So the
Delta
plan
Whiskey,
is,
afternoon
you
descending
guys,
past
let me
16,000.
take a look here.
Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey. Cincinnati approach. Good afternoon. Cincinnati altimeter 29.94. Expect the ILS runway 27
All
approach
right,
into
so-
Cincinnati.
Altimeter 29904. Expecting ILS runway 27 approach. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
Okay, there it is. So,
Oh, you're already almost up onto final? Or up onto descent?
yeah, we're already on descent. Yeah.
Gold Star
oh,
International
okay.
9er
I'm really
Delta Whiskey.
dense.
Contact Louisville approach on 134.15.
Yeah.
Then again, I had a doctor
Switching to Louisville approach on
morning,
134.15. Gold Star 9er Delta
rest of the
Whiskey.
day.
So when I get to Sidek, which is 8,000 feet, I'm going to request a
Louisville
direct.
approach, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Afternoon, we're descending through
If he
14,000.
doesn't give it to you.
Yeah, if you don't give it to me already.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Louisville approach. Good afternoon, Cincinnati, altimeter 29.904.
They've actually got me transitioned to Louisville approach right now, but it's a good time to be calling me, Crystal. Hold on,
Gold
guys.
Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Louisville approach, descend and maintain 4500, turn right, heading 090 vectors for the
Run over
ILS
your
runway
phone calls.
27 approach.
Yes, on the stream. Yeah, you know what I do?
Descend and maintain
You know what I do?
4,500.
Unexpected
Right turn heading
worker doctor's
090
phone
for
calls
vectors
if
to the
I'm on the
ILS
live
runway
stream.
27
I just
approach.
mute my
Gold
phone.
Star Niner
And I don't
Delta
have to
Whiskey.
deal with it. If you need something, leave a message and I'll get back to you when I'm done.
Well, but unfortunately, there's one individual that doesn't seem to get the hint that if he doesn't answer his phone, then they just get to keep blowing his phone up.
Well, see, it don't matter. I would just mute my phone and say, to hell with y'all. You know, if you want, leave a message. I'll get back to you when I'm done. That's, you know, that's what I would do.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
I do that too. but-
Unfortunately, I can't put my phone on mute because I get calls from other
Work.
places where they need me, and then yeah, I don't want to leave David hanging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that.
I mean, he wouldn't get mad, but when he needs me, like he really needs me. Like,
He really needs you because there's something going on.
Oh,
well, and not just that, it's just his workload. Like,
Yeah.
but alright, let me see how our speed is. Perfect. Perfect so far.
Now, here's an idea for you that we can talk about.
What's
whether
that?
Whether we want to do it on stream or not, I don't know. I mean, either way.
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey, contact Cincinnati approach on 119.7.
Okay, now what is it, Andy?
So here's something to talk about. I have people ask me all the time, well, do you do
Switching
like...
to Cincinnati approach on 119.7.
You must do a lot
Gold
of
Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
flying around and all this other kind of stuff for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I don't have time to fly around a whole bunch for fun.
Cincinnati approach. Gold Star
Right.
Niner Delta Whiskey.
Right.
Afternoon, descending through 1,000
And
feet
that's like
down to
most of my
5,000.
time is flying around for testing and development.
Gold
and
Star
all
Niner
that
Delta
good
Whiskey,
stuff.
Cincinnati
And
approach.
so
Good
by the
afternoon,
time I
Cincinnati,
get done
altimeter
with that,
29.901.
I don't want to deal with it anymore. Not to say that flying ain't fun, because it is. Whenever I do get a chance, it's pretty fun, but
Right, right.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Cincinnati approach, turn right, heading 095.
Turning right, heading 095. Gold Star Niner
geez,
Delta Whiskey.
It's vectoring you.
I'm gonna try to avoid that and just get a direct. Gold Star International, can we get a direct to Jago?
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey, proceed direct to Fib Sioux.
Correction, looking for direct to Jelda.
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey, proceed direct to Jeddah.
Perfect.
You must be using PAX or something.
What, Brandon?
You must be using PAX because I noticed the flight attendant's different.
I'm not using PAX.
There was a chime I heard, and I never heard that before.
You get a chime regardless, but I'm not using PAX. I'm doing flights through a pilot's life.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you have the flight attendant turned on and stuff, she does the chimes.
Yeah. Wait, who does?
The flight attendant on pilot's life. If you have her turned on, then she does the chimes when she talks.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, shut up. We'll be fine. Oh, come on.
VNAV on. LNAV on.
Stupid thing, come on. There we go.
Gold Star International 9er, Delta Whiskey, turn right heading 0905.
No, dude,
right,
you
heading
just
095.
gave
Gold
me a
Star 9er
direct,
Delta
you
Whiskey.
knucklehead. I'm going direct to it, because it'll get me thrown way off if I don't. Worst case, we'll just do a go around and I'll fix it and come back in and land like I did last night. We'll see what happens here. Let's go flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
No, flaps 500.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what are you flying, a jet or the space shuttle?
Both at the same time.
Except the space shuttle, you wouldn't have any engine power to come back.
I wouldn't want to come back.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Glide slope alive.
That's like Star Trek, you know? Get into the starship and just
yeah,
stay up there forever.
Man, I can't wait till Starship actually starts flying humans.
What? Till what?
You can't wait until Starship starts flying humans.
Oh, well, we got a little while for that yet, buddy. They still got a lot of testing to do.
Provided they don't mess up and FAA does something.
I don't think that'd happen, but I watched a video about 2 weeks ago, and he was talking about it, and he said this is still just the very beginning stages of the testing that they're going to have to do. Like, they're nowhere near ready to put people in it. So I'd say another maybe 2 years we'll see people doing some test flights, but
NASA better be coming up with some backup solutions for moon landings then.
Well, I'm sure he's already got all that figured out.
But then again, you know how expensive it would be.
Yeah.
Approach mode on.
To go on a trip on one of those once they
Oh,
start
yeah.
doing it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, even going to the space
Gold
station
Star
now.
International 9 Delta Whiskey, contact Cincinnati Tower on 133.325.
I didn't know you had to pay for a tour.
Apparently, yes.
Command B on.
What is it, like
Contacting
60
Cincinnati
bucks?
Tower on
Yeah,
133.325 Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
What?
It's like over $1 million, I think, for a tour of the ISS. It's like apparently people have self-funded their own tours.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking
Cincinnati Tower, Gold Star
Yeah,
Niner
you're
Delta
talking
Whiskey.
about Command
Good afternoon.
Center. I'm like,
We are
what? That's
established
only
on the ILS
No.
approach for runway 27.
Yeah, okay. No, I know what you're talking about.
No.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Cincinnati Tower, winds 260
Clear
at
down.
16, gust
Clear
at
up.
24,
Unsafe.
runway
Flaps
27, cleared to land.
Runway 27, clear to
No,
land.
it's pretty
Gold
sad.
Star
I live
Niner
in a
Delta
state
Whiskey.
That does mission control for all
Landing
the space
checklist.
flight, and I've never
Engine
been to
start
that
switches.
place.
Continuous.
Just go to it.
Speed brake.
60 bucks.
Armed.
Kind of
Landing
hard
gear.
to do when you can't get
Down.
transit, even in the
Flaps.
Houston metro area. The
Sit.
paratransit
Cabin
won't
crew.
go to that.
Cabin crew prepare for landing.
Notified.
Transit
Landing
doesn't
checklist
go to
completed.
the command center?
Nope, apparently it doesn't go to the Johnson Space Center. I've done the research when I was there. I wanted to go last time I was there.
Just take an Uber.
Yeah, you want to know? You want to know how expensive Ubers are in Houston? They're very high.
Yeah, you want to know how much I paid to go from George Bush to the hotel?
Probably $100 or more.
Yeah, one way.
Yep, I'm not surprised.
But it was also an hour drive. Stupid, dumb, and
Flaps 40.
you know.
Dude, Uber and Lyft in our state does high dollar prices. Like, it's ridiculous.
Well, because, like, this is what's dingy about it, right? So, to go from where I'm at over to Houston, I have to go to George Bush.
Right?
Okay, no big deal. Except for the fact the hotel that I was going to is an hour away.
That hotel
Now.
must have been right in the middle of downtown or something.
Now,
Flaps 40.
well, so, the hotel we were at was about 2 miles away from Lone
LNAV
Star.
on. Flaps 50.
Okay.
It was right across the street from Hobby.
Oh, okay.
Approaching runway 09.
Now tell me
Minimums.
why they have
70
it
knots.
set up in a
Manual
way
braking.
that you can hop a plane and go straight to Hobby.
Because Houston's ridiculous that
Okay,
way.
well, we're just gonna
Space to load / save. Press home to restart. Press enter main menu.
hold on, guys.
Controls options. Button for a port.
I had too much going in my ears, guys. I couldn't tell what was going on here. So
Assistance options.
we're just gonna take off from. Oh my God! Shut up!
Press space to load / save. Press home to restart. Press enter main menu.
Oh, that is so annoying.
Are you talking about those amber lights?
Yes, and that fucking 99%, 99%. Shut the fuck up. Like it says it way too much, too fast.
It is way too spammy in my opinion.
Well, you can turn those lights off. I was going to tell you the other night when we got sidetracked.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn them off. I need to figure out where they're.
Well, when you get off the stream here, then I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah, guys, so give us about an hour, and I'll come back, and we're going to take off from where I was just trying to land, but I gotta turn that one thing off because it's just, oh my gosh. Hey,
I know.
I don't even think it's auto throttle even going off. It's a light. I think that I don't know what it is, but you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. So
I can Yeah, I know what it is. If you want to know what it is, I can tell you.
So give us a little bit, guys. I'll be back here in about an hour. We'll take off from Cincinnati. I hate this airport. Like, it is a pain to land at. Because no matter, every time I fly here, you never get a good, like when you're coming in, it's always like, it's like the one airport in Texas where you got to come in and do a big U-ey to catch the localizer.
Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those are a pain. So, anyways.
Oh, it's a back course.
Yeah, it's such a pain. All right, guys, we'll be back in a little bit. So just be looking for the notifications. We'll